Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another session of our Astral Avenue Magdalena Blues. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, and we're joined by all of our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hey or something, you certainly can.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, you guys!
I like that.
Wow.
Classic.
Wow.
I don't have anything to say after that.
Can't top that one.
No.
But with that in mind, let's get into what happened last time before we get into what's going to happen this time. So, last time, you guys were trying to think of a way to get on the good side of little Alfie. Shalazar had mentioned his father's favorite serving fork was being held in a collection of sorts within the ankle of Gordon's Landing, one of Gordon's own personal private collections. Planning out a heist and kind of getting into this vault were quite the tasks, disguising Dr. Jellybean as one of these curators and Ethel being her helper, quote unquote. They did waltz right into the curation room and rolling in the crate of new items, which was actually to be put up for display immediately, or at least they claimed. However, Oblate and Louise were actually inside of this crate the whole time. Luckily, Louise has gathered some information on the curations and a little bit of their process and the people. Heading down the hall to the entrance, you bypassed a guard dog. It's just actually a demonic, fiendish Canoloth. By putting it to sleep with some magically drugged meat. And then you had to deal with the vault door. Opening it, you had to do a little bit of guesswork and a little bit of dealing with some folks outside previously, but you kind of saw this coming. Managed to get it open without setting any alarms and entering into the vault. It was a small collection, but neatly organized and arranged into different areas. Treasure all of it? Question mark. Not wanting to mess around too much though. Figured just getting the fork, getting out of there. The fork was about the size of a pitchfork. There was actually a magical trap on the fork that you hadn't realized. A bag nearby exploded into a gaseous creature and assaulted you all. Having some serious damage to both Oblate and Louise during this, you dispersed this cloud and Ethel even dispelled another trap. Now, with the door closed behind you as it clicked after this trap was set, you feel and hear a rumbling of some alarm going off all around the area. What are you guys doing?
I'd like to use Dispel Magic on the statue where the alarm is coming from.
Okay. As you cast Dispel Magic on your tablet, trying to tell it to what is your Dispel Magic like with your tablet? I can't remember. You just draw a circle and cross it out?
Yeah, it would be like a circle with an X through it, and then I'd press the button and it would make a little that sound that Google Maps makes when you're going the wrong way and it has to reroute itself. A little doo-doo, trying to turn it off.
As you dispel the magic on the statue, the rumblings do stop after you hear that doo-doo-doo. And as you do, you can kind of see a shadowy image of Tobias looking over the door and kind of scratching his chin. But it's definitely very one of those shadow images of him.
Okay.
as it looks like he's looking about.
So wait, he's looking up over the door? Like,
He's just looking. Yeah, he's looking over it, like he's thinking about the door. That's what it looks like.
oh, okay. So he's in the vault room with us.
It looks like it,
On the
but it is one of
Okay.
these like shadow duplicates that you've seen him create before. This one looks to be like he's got a crowbar in his back and like looks like a cat burglar.
Well, if there's a shadow Tobias, that means real Tobias has to be pretty close, right?
gotta be close by. Is he on the other side? I'm gonna ask the shadow. Where's your brother?
He turns to look at you, scratches his chin again, his little goatee. Like holds his mouth agape for a second and hold his finger up. And Tobias in his real form appears not with his finger up, kind of more with the holding his chin there, thinking. As Tobias, you were just thinking, like, I wonder how their stuff's going. And you're there, in this room with them.
Oh, Tobias, how good of you to join us.
Hey guys, how is everybody?
Well, we're trapped, and now you're trapped with us.
Oh,
Yes, why did
So we're
you
doing
teleport inside? It is
Yeah,
quite
could've-
weird.
Could have been great if maybe you were on the outside and you could help us get out, but
Is your shadow clone, or whatever it is, on the outside of this door? This vault
Yeah.
door?
I can switch back with it. I didn't see a keyhole. Was there a keyhole?
There is
We
not.
broke that door open.
There was
No.
so
Hinges.
there's a double door. There's two doors. The interior door was busted down and taken off of its hinges. The exterior door, the one with the got a little rolly thing on the outside, like what do they call it? A gear, and then another lock, like a combination lock.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, we are having some technical difficulties with Aethel at the moment, but as he's deep in thought.
Well, I mean, I can go back outside, but that's not really going to help us get out.
no, probably not.
I have a key, but I don't have a key. There's no keyhole, so that
No
won't work.
keyhole. Well,
Did you get the fork?
who's
Oh
got
yeah,
the
I've
fork?
got the fork right here.
Oblate has the fork. The plan was for me to make him and Louise invisible because we snuck them in a box to get in here, so they don't know that they're here.
So there's only two ways out of here.
But
Wait.
we knew that while we were doing this mission, and Tobias is so small, he could check out the ventilation system to see if there's another entrance or exit out of this thing, right?
I
Right?
remember that.
I would
Yeah.
I would say at the moment, the only exit out of the vault itself is the door. I would say you guys are pretty certain about that.
Okay. Can I go into a little flashback where I went and talked to Junior, that guy's brother, who was telling me about the vault?
Sure. Sure. He got you in touch with his brother, who's kind of working down at a local bank at the moment.
Yeah.
He's a very handsome half-elf individual, much like his brother. Like, yeah, so as I was saying, the right tools, anything's possible.
Well, like, what kind of tools would you need if you happen to find yourself locked in a vault? I mean, what do I know? I'm just a doctor. I don't know about these things.
Give me a persuasion check.
Doctor, I don't know. I don't do crimes.
With a 4.
Give him a wink.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you exactly how to get out of these things. It's kind of a crapshoot, depending on the model and the make and all that kind of stuff. It's really, once you're in there, you're probably gonna die in there unless someone gets you out. That's usually how it goes. We found several bodies in this one just like 2 weeks ago. They had to call me in. I was unfortunately out of town, so they had to call me back in. And as soon as I got it open, a couple of dead guys. Make the best doors, though, I tell you that.
So there's no other way out of the room, is what you're saying.
Not unless they got, like, a back door, but most people are smart enough not to have a back door, so... Yeah, I'd recommend just not getting stuck in a vault.
I'm smart.
Good advice. Good advice, Junior.
As we're going to flash back forward to Dr. Jellybean thinking about, man, if only I had gotten some information off of Junior.
Junior.
Well, I'm going to do a little flashback, if possible, to be talking with Shalazar about if this place closes, will this key work? Does he have any options? A way in and out? A back door? What does he know?
I would say Shalazar is not a good, doesn't know about it. He just knows that this is a place. He's probably never been here. But
Probably all I got.
I hear you. I would say the persuasion route of finding out information about the door is going to be a no-go.
Probably not persuasion, probably more... Okay, I was investigating the door, right?
Have we investigated the door?
Like, the inside of the door might have a...
You haven't looked on the backside very much yet. The battle just ended, and you guys dispelled the alarm system, which did cause a good rumbling for like 10, 12 seconds.
Okay, so
makes
we don't
sense.
have long. We'll look at the door. Try to recall that time we were on... what was the name of that rock?
Tobias, how are you with cross-dressing? Dr. Jellybean here has a nice uniform, and you have a way outside. You could head off to people coming to check out the door.
Her uniform's magical.
Her uniform is magical. I would have known that.
You would have known that. Yep, that's part of her disguise self.
Because I didn't get the clothes.
Correct.
Okay, well, I'm looking for a keyhole because I have the shiny key.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Here goes.
With an 11, as you're frantically searching over this, it looks like just a sheer wall of iron.
Maybe it's like the chimney for Santa, like where even if there isn't one, he finds a way.
That's a good thought, Dr.
You
Jelly.
should just put it in there and give it a try. Maybe it'll make its own keyhole.
You know, that's my motto when I go out drinking.
Make your own keyhole. Go.
Put it in there and give it a try. Okay.
As you guys are stuck in this vault full of treasure, trying to find a way out. What is Aethel doing if he's back? He's frozen right now.
Yeah, look at that smile.
He's having a good time.
He's just
All right.
smiling in the corner.
I would say Aethel would kind of be looking over the chest under the statue. Oh,
Oh, is he here?
he's back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My stuff's been so garbage.
You're
I
good.
apologize. Have we tried having Tobias put in the combination that we do know on the other side of the door?
How does
It
he
didn't change,
get to the
right?
other side of the door?
He can,
Didn't he shadow clone in?
right, he can go out, right?
If his clone's out there.
Okay, I guess it could be dead now.
You don't feel a connection to your shadow self, Tobias.
Can you create another one?
Only
Put
where
him
you
right
can
outside the
see.
door?
Can they move through walls?
They cannot move through walls, and you have to see it.
You have to see it. I see.
Well, then.
Which is so weird how you got here.
Yep.
Almost as if someone plucked you out and put you back in the story.
Wow. So weird.
Think there's anything in here that would help us get through this door?
I would be careful about touching anything in here because
It's
a
all
lot of the
trapped.
stuff
See if
is
there's-
trapped.
It's all trapped.
Like this cool samurai sword.
Yeah.
Don't want to touch it. I'm afraid
Why
of
not?
it.
Why are you afraid
There's
of
a
it?
cool suit of armor, but like full plate suit of armor behind it, decked out in bluish samurai outfit. I think it might even have a cool ass mask that goes with it.
Wow, that's really neat. Why aren't we taking any of this stuff?
I know it doesn't have a
Because
mask.
it's terribly trapped and it's gonna cause big trouble.
We literally touched two things, and we are
Almost
looking
died.
in pretty rough shape.
There's
Okay, all right.
paintings all throughout. There's a large sculpture on one side, kind of like in a half circle, or like most of a circle with like a sphere cut out of it. And there's a table full of scrolls, which kind of you would see a little bit of residue of like, let's say like a yellowish kind of powder residue on the table of scrolls from the poison cloud. And a statue of like a head and a treasure chest on one side with full of like riches and gold and gems. A teapot next to that as well. Behind the treasure chest there would also be like a painting of a large galleon, space galleon.
There's some nifty stuff in here, but you said everything's trapped?
Uh-huh.
I
Big
Well,
think,
time.
I think we need a Tobias flashback, but for what I can't think of.
I was hanging out with Shalazar last time we met.
What? Maybe if you wanted to find out what else is in the vault, you can do that.
We
Yeah,
could maybe
I
find
would
out
like-
what's here.
Shalazar knows what's in the vault, so I'm going to flash back to. Hey, Shalazar. Sorry I killed you, buddy.
Right. It was not my most pleasant of experiences, but water under the bridge.
Yes,
Hopefully.
of course. I hope so too. I don't want to kill you again.
But if you could,
Right. Right.
fool me
Um,
once, shame on you.
Fool me twice. Shame on me.
No, there is no fooling me twice. This is not possible.
I agree.
I have my
Hey,
eyes
but-
on you.
Yes. And I'm worried about our buddies back at the vault. So they're going after a fork, which I get, but what else is in that vault?
Will be a persuasion check.
Oh, it's got to be something else.
Just a friendly banter check. Just
Yeah,
guess.
friendly banter check.
Still a persuasion check. All right, with a 19. Considering you killed him, the DC was higher. Well, there is. I've been there many times. Not too. Under, of course, the best. Well, authority. Would not be alone. Would have. Never with Gordon. You pay tickets to see the place, and it's a whole rigmarole. There's a treasure chest which he had found on a sunken galleon under the Astral Sea. Some such. There was talk about it. And lots of riches and gems. Probably enough diamonds to fill your mouth with. I know there are a variety of scrolls, most of them arcane. I was warned that there would be a chance that all of them are trapped, so they're like, oh, don't touch the scrolls or you might explode. Surely all of them are not going to explode. But who knows?
Right.
It felt like the statue when I was in there just kept watching me the entire time. Curious stuff. There was also a fabulous suit of armor last time I went. It was some faraway land with a matching sword. I was told the sword would have a blade unlike any other I have seen. Although they wouldn't even let us see it, so would not tell you about that. A bunch of glorious paintings from different depictions of things. There was several things which had magic disguised, and I could not actually sense them with my own innate sensing of magics. It's a simple enchantment of hiding magic sources. But I am curious what they do change out things every now and then.
All right. Well, that's definitely.
I
Thanks, Salazar.
I think when I was in there, something talked to me. I could not hear what. The tour stopped before I could retort. As he switches between
right.
French and German an awful lot.
All right, we roll forward to where Tobias is here. Hey, I don't want to be here. This is not what I was looking for. Well, I was worried about you guys, but hey, I was talking with Shalazar. So he was talking to me about the stuff in the vault. Something here talks.
Maybe the
Did he-
big head.
Yeah, did he say, like, was it like an animal? Was it like a...
No,
is
he said something talked. I don't really know what it is. So, but he said something talked. Tried to talk to him, but then they ended the tour. Lots of scary, glowy ass paintings. Got our treasure chest from a sunken galleon. I see that over there. There's that really nice sword.
Don't touch it.
Around. But it's got a blade like none other.
It does.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's true.
If you touch it, you deal with
Mhm.
the consequences.
Right.
Well,
I'm
no,
not-
first
because
guess.
last time the thing wanted to kill all of us. So, no.
No, that would cause everyone to deal with the consequences. And
Yes, and
Yep.
I am done dealing with consequences.
There's
something
still
in here-
one consequence left.
something in here talks.
I'm just gonna start shouting out, hello? Can anybody hear me? Hello? I'm gonna walk around, and I'm not touching nothing. I'm just gonna...
I'm gonna lean over. I'm like, I think it's a sword.
Who's ever heard of a talking sword?
Well, I have heard of a talking sword before.
Oh yeah. Flashback.
All right.
Flashback to the time we heard about a talking sword. Unrelated to this.
Ta-da!
Hello? Can anybody hear me? Can anything talk in here? Hello?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, man.
With a 19. You do hear a faint whisper coming from the teapot.
What's that? It's the teapot! What was that?
No, I
You
still
know
think it's coming from the sword. I'm going
No.
over to the sword to
Shush.
listen.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
It's
something
the
stinks.
teapot. What'd you say? What?
I think something smells bad.
Something smells bad. Well, yeah, probably
Yeah.
that. Didn't that gaseous thing that came up smell bad?
Probably.
Isn't that what you're talking about? The monster?
The poison and the elemental
Yeah,
Very
thing.
sulfurous smell.
The poison. Yeah, the poison. So what are you? A talking teapot?
No? Where did you talking teapot?
Are you a guy in the teapot?
Are you a genie?
No, not JD. What are you doing?
What are you doing in there?
I live here. What are you doing in there?
All right, we got a guy in the teapot over here, everybody.
Are we gonna touch the teapot?
I don't know.
Your
How do we
teapot
get-
is not trapped, is it?
Maybe.
That sounds like a
Maybe.
yes. That sounds like a yes.
How do we get you out of there? We do like, is there a way without touching the teapot to get you out of there?
Tip me over and pour me out.
Tip you over and pour you out.
If I
Okay.
use the fork, does it count as me touching it?
Are you asking the teapot?
I'm asking myself and the people around me.
Don't mess with the fork. I'm gonna use my mage hand. We'll see if that works. Could be terrible. I don't know.
All right.
No.
I'm gonna
Mage
summon
hand.
my mage hands and tip him over and pour him out.
Pour some tea onto the. Where do you pour it?
Just like onto the table, I
Okay.
guess.
You would.
Not our table, not our problem.
Yeah.
We don't have to clean it up.
Just start pouring.
Never leaves a
I
mark.
believe it's some jasmine tea onto the wood there of the table. It seems to be steaming like it's hot.
This is just tea.
Maybe he is the tea.
Are you tea?
It's a tea element.
Are you Mr. Tea?
And you
What's the tea taste like?
you could almost swear you see, for a brief moment when you're pouring, eyes at the tip of the tea spout.
Keep
Like,
pouring.
Now I just take the lid off.
all right, I'll use my mage hand and I'll take the lid off.
You would see a bubbling water elemental rise from it. Ah, what do you want?
Oh, you are a guy in there. You weren't
As
just...
it kind of a face
talking
appears in this
tea.
little. It's a tea elemental.
Uh-huh. Cool.
Well, what do you want?
I just wanted to make some tea.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
do you make a lot of tea in this vault?
Well, it's always there. Someone puts water in me.
Well, I mean, if you like making tea, perhaps we could get you out of here and you can make all the tea that you like.
I don't care. Give me a persuasion check.
Good. Somebody who's good at that.
Thank God.
Watch me roll low.
Yeah, but even your rolls, the low roll is going to be better than our average.
Okay. I mean, I guess. As long as I get to make tea, we're good. I got
You
this
would be
really
lucky
nice pot. You
to.
gotta take the pot with you, though.
Well, of course we'll take the pot.
I do better in it.
Well, we will take your pot with us. Do you happen to know a way out of here besides the front door?
Oh, no, I just, that's how I came in, I think.
You happen to know how to open the door from this side.
I don't think so.
Hey, is that vault door sealed like super tight? Like, could liquid maybe go under the door?
Well, I'm kind of questioning the vault door being completely shut as it is because we knocked it down.
You
totally
knocked the interior second door.
Where's the interior? All right, just so I guess
So, like, right here, basically.
So when
Is
you
this-
Doors.
right here's where the interior door was because I thought this was the interior door here.
so
and
there
then-
was a second door after you open up the big vault door.
and
it's
that
like
was
just like a
this door
second
here.
set of steel slats. It's
Have
on
you
the
ever
ground now.
Have you ever seen a safe deposit box vault?
Yeah.
And it has the door immediately after? That's how
Yep.
I saw it when he was describing it. So, like,
Okay,
it's
so the
like
vault
right
door
there, and we were like, well, we don't have a key
opened
for that.
and then there's immediately another door, and we
Right.
Yeah, we
knocked
basically
down
broke.
this door, and then the vault door that used
Yeah.
the combinations shut.
Yeah, it shut behind
Okay.
us somehow.
Somehow.
Because in my head, I was like
Palpatine
the
returned.
entire time, like, oh, the door we knocked down somehow locked behind us. But okay.
But
yeah,
It might not be sealed tight, and
I mean it clicked.
but
It might not
Mis-
be waterproof though.
Right.
I wonder if it's airproof. Because if it's sealed, we will eventually suffocate.
Thank
We
you
did
for
put
that,
some-
Aethel. Thank you. Yes.
Yes, quite. You're quite optimistic today.
Mm.
We
I
did
got
put some
spells for that.
stuff in between the door and the hinge, or like
The
door.
paper and the dagger.
Yeah, but it
Paper
wasn't
and
enough to.
Dagger definitely.
We heard
broke.
the dagger crunch,
Yeah.
so we know it like broke. Which means there might be some on this side, but it's probably
Maybe there was a big enough gap for T to get through.
Possibly.
Hey, T guy, what's your name? You got a name in there?
Pantanimo?
Pantanimo.
Yeah,
Pantanimo. Okay.
that's me. Pantanimo the T-Weird.
Listen, if we were to potentially pour you out the little, do you have to be poured out the whole way to be, complete? Or can we pour you out a little bit?
I can survive in as little as 1 milliliter of water.
So listen,
small.
if we were to pour you out by the door, can you move? Like, can you whoosh around
A
in your water?
little bit.
Yeah.
As it kind of waddled, like you would see it kind of come up out of the teapot. A little bit. I mean, not a lot, but a little. Really good at making tea. You guys
I'm
want some?
Sure. After this, yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Pantanimo?
Yep, that's me.
That's you. Listen, so if we were to pour you out by the door, assuming there's some kind of gap, a crack, something, if you could slide through there to the other side, and then get us out. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah? What do you say?
Maybe.
We need to tell them the combinations first.
Do you know numbers? You know numbers, yeah?
And letters, too.
And letters? You know the alphabet?
Maybe. Let me just check. I've been
Yeah,
pretty,
well,
pretty hard with numbers and letters.
Pretty hard. Pretty true. Well, I could write it down for you.
Do we really want him tripping another alarm for us, though?
I could certainly try.
The paper's gonna get all wet, and then the numbers and letters are gonna get all
It's
smudged.
gonna bleed, and he's gonna be like,
never gonna work.
I don't know what this was in the first place.
Tobias, did Shelazar say anything about these squirrels over here? Perhaps.
Yeah, they're all trapped, or most of
they're-
them are, but maybe not. He wasn't sure 100%. Is there a way you guys can detect traps? Does anyone have the ability to
Well, they're all screaming magic, but I mean,
Right.
Dr.
He also
Jellybean. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
He also said that some of the magic looks like it's not magical, but it is magical. So if you're detecting magic, some of the items won't look magical, but they are magical.
But they are. So just assume that everything is
Magical.
probably,
But
yeah,
also possibly in the reverse, some things will appear magical that aren't.
could be.
That could be it too. So
Well, I
be.
was just curious. I mean, these scrolls, besides the obvious trapped ones, should be very rare scrolls. Perhaps there's a teleportation one inside of them. Dr. Jellybean, you wouldn't happen to know what type of magic that is, would you?
I mean, would I?
You would know it's conjuration.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's conjuration.
Oh, okay, well, I could focus again, but it would take me a little bit of time to weed out the conjuration magic unless you can do it quicker.
No, I mean, well, we could do it together, maybe. Tag team it.
I feel like we got all the time in the world at this point.
Yeah, I mean, what are we gonna do?
Do you?
No,
Unless we're
The-
using
the,
up all
the
of our
alarm was
oxygen.
blaring, I think, right?
it had been. Yeah.
mhm.
I mean, I'm fine with we can just, do it together and, try to eliminate the quicker, find the right ones quicker.
Hmm.
But then what are we gonna do if it's trapped,
Well, we'll
Aethel
probably-
simply read one of them and it exploded.
It's true.
Right.
That is what happened.
Mhm.
Hmm. Is there a keyhole on the outside of this door by chance?
No.
No.
Combination lock. There was a
Yeah,
keyhole in the one that they broke down.
Right, right.
We haven't done anything with that halfling that was at like the front desk.
Oh,
we
the
think we could've-
other.
Yeah. Do we
Allie?
think we could have gotten Ellie? Yeah. Do we think we could have gotten any information from her?
I would say you've already got one insider information from. What did you name
That's
her?
fair.
Some really horrible old lady name.
Oh,
Enos.
Enos.
Sounds like it's Enos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not a horrible name. That's somebody's name. Like, don't be like that.
That's fair.
Sorry.
You probably
sorry,
just
Enos.
lost like a Twitch subscriber that was named Enos.
How
The whole family's
rude.
named Enos.
I never.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about that, Enos. I love you.
Would we have talked to Sherry? Would she have known anything about this vault?
Tobias.
From around here,
Tobias. I mean, you're
Gotta
always looking
talk.
for an excuse to talk to her.
Mhm.
Well, yeah,
Chat her up.
I did an awful lot of talking, but yeah,
I mean,
I went.
so you can do more than just talking. Like,
Oh,
I just mean in general, like to prepare for things. I don't know.
Oh, we could
you could have
go
bought
to
a
the
bomb.
library.
I don't care.
Go to the
we can have
library and learn
bombs?
about.
I don't.
book-
Yeah, that's what I'm
about-
saying. I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, at this point, we're like going through all of our gold. We probably should maybe take something.
I mean, I'm not opposed to taking everything, but we still got to get out.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let's see. What
If
am
we
I
use a
good
bomb
at?
to get out, though, that means we're gonna have to immediately run
If that-
into that water feature and swim our way out.
Mhm.
As you're talking and taking some time,
Yes, I could do something about that part at least.
you would hear a voice from outside. Hey, who's in there? Hey, who's in there?
Oh,
Doctor.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my.
What happened to the candle lock?
Oh, hello. It's just me, Enos.
We heard the alarm.
I'm gonna
Oh.
hide.
False alarm.
Same.
Nothing to worry about. You
hiding.
betcha.
We still gotta open it up. Check it out. And you would start
Yes.
to hear gears turning.
Open
Tobias,
the door.
get over here.
Hey,
I need to cast
Ethel's
invisibility.
fine. Ethel knows he's supposed to be in here. Tobias,
I'm
get
gonna
over
cast-
here.
I'm gonna cast
Tobias is hiding.
invisibility on.
Where are you hiding? Just along the wall?
No, that's dumb. I want to hide. Like, where's a good place to hide? Like, how big is the statue?
The statue of the person, it's like 12 feet tall. Or it's on there on a
Just-
horse. It's like 15 feet tall.
Sit on
no,
the back of it.
I'm hiding on that bad boy.
You're on it?
Touch
Uh,
it. Definitely touch the magic item.
I don't want to.
It has been dispelled.
Oh,
Hey.
Oblate, would you have grabbed the fork before?
Yeah, I've got the fork with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally
gonna cast-
hiding. Like, it's got a shield and everything. Yeah, I'm hiding behind like.
And
the
there's like an
shield, just,
empty
like-
box and a cart outside.
Perfect. I'm hiding behind the shield.
invisibility on Louise and Oblate.
Okay.
Tobias is small.
I will need everyone to give me a stealth check as you hear these gears opening.
Is invisibility advantage?
It raises the DC. It's kind of, you still have to be quiet.
Okay.
Makes it easier.
Do I have to do it? I'm not hiding.
You're not hiding.
Yeah, I don't think you or Ethel need to.
Uh-uh.
As the door opens, you would see this guard start walking in. What seems to be going on here? I heard the alarm.
Oh, you know me and my. I'm
And
just a klutz.
he would have the woken up Caneloth with him.
Dang.
with its long tail kind of whipping around.
I'm gonna try to move behind this weird statue.
I would be following as well.
Its like mouth is just kind of going everywhere, kind of licking the floor, and as you kind of move around, like, well, saw the cart outside. What happened to the Caneloth?
Ah,
Was awake when we saw it.
yeah.
Give me a deception check.
Definitely not giving it away.
Right. Deception coming up.
As
I'm so good
the
at these.
Caneloth does seem eager to be in here.
Bam.
He's kind of got his hand on a club. Looking around. What's that smell? As the Caneloth's tongue kind of whipping around the floor, whips up towards the statue and does lash out towards Tobias.
Oh, that's not
Tasty
good.
in the air.
Getting a natural 1. As Tobias, it whipped right by you. And the thing kind of, it doesn't bark, but it looks like it's panting. This armored, fleshy, demonic, dog-like creature starts to kind of jog around and start licking all up your area. Like, oh shit. What's really going on here? As he pulls out a bolus and a club. We're gonna roll initiative.
Mhm.
Sounds
I'm
good.
gonna bring everyone to this map. We're getting right into it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my uncanny metabolism to regain all my discipline points.
That is a good idea.
And another dumb question. I think I asked it last time or time before. Martial arts die. That's a D8.
I believe
Yeah,
this level,
believe
yes,
it's
it
an 8
is.
now.
Okay. D8 plus monk level. Nice.
Nice. As some of you guys getting pretty good initiatives here.
I rolled pretty mid, but that's okay.
I mean, it's good. A few of you guys got over 20. But Dr. Jellybean,
Do we run?
what are you doing? What's Dr. Jellybean doing? You're up first as this thing sees where Tobias is, and he is not buying your bullshit.
I'm.
Is this Jeb?
I'm gonna still try to have him buy our bullshit and just like do a little giggle, like, oh, you know me. I'm just a silly klutz. I dropped something, and oops, there. I didn't mean to. Sorry about that.
I will say your previous deception roll. You can give me a deception at disadvantage.
Okay,
Believe in you.
I'm doubling down.
It says your action. With a 13,
Not the worst.
Better than it.
it
was.
doesn't seem like he's buying it.
Okay. Thought I would try.
Staying put.
Would I have an opportunity to telepathically communicate with Dr. Jellybean?
Yes, 6 seconds.
Open the door.
Okay. I'm gonna start, like, I'm gonna slowly start to make my way to the door. Like, just really casually, kind of like I'm walking over to him.
You would hear Pantone be like, hey, where are you going?
Uh-oh, I'm gonna go this way.
and grab the tea.
Should I grab the teapot?
No, you're already going.
I'm already going.
Yeah.
Mm, 25, 30. That's just casual. Walking over to Ethel.
That will take us to Tobias.
Right. I want to get the teapot. We
You're about 10 feet up at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, and then 10 back. I can keep it there. Okay, you see Tobias do like his whirl thing where he pulls out his scimitars and he starts spinning in the air, and a shadow comes off of him as well as his bonus action. And the shadow will pop up right there.
As you roll back there,
Mm-hmm.
the thing whips its tongue towards you.
That's fair.
Ooh, getting a 9 to hit. Rolled a 1 and then a 2.
Okay. Well, it misses as
It
I
does.
do that. The distraction of two spinning Tobiases. Tobias, for my item interaction, will grab the teapot.
Okay. And Tanner's like, ah!
Yeah.
Doesn't know what's going on.
And my shadow Tobias will attack that dog creature.
Okay.
And I'm going to move 10
So
feet
you got a teapot in one hand, so you can only attack with one weapon.
with one weapon. Yeah.
Use the teapot to attack.
No. Here goes the Magenta Sun Sword.
Alright.
I don't know why it did that.
That will hit. Because you got blessed clip somehow.
Yeah, right.
Probably from the last fight.
Yeah.
First attack. I'm going to go ahead and activate my whole
Sure,
radiant
sure.
damage. Yep.
Dealing 16 points of damage to it.
And then attacking it again.
15 misses.
Tink.
As it tinks against its kind of armor-plated hide.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use my Unleash Incarnation, one of them, to also strike at it again.
Alright. 12 will also
Wow.
be a miss. As it's
And-
kind of wielding this T, and it doesn't... the shadow's trying to attack with it, but it's kind of having to hold itself back, throwing off its balance of its other attacks.
Yeah, I'm used to the two. So, but that's as far as I can move, and my shadow's there, and that will end my turn.
That will take us to an invisible oblate.
Kind of unsure how to proceed. I don't want to waste the invisibility. Let me see. Whoops. I'm going to try to sneak out from behind the statue and make my way towards the vault door.
Okay.
Trying to position myself kind of behind the guard.
Alright.
And do I want to ready an action? Is it just like, there's a bonus action? Or any type, is it just any type of action that's going to like undo the invisibility? Or can
Any
I do a
attack
bonus action?
or
Any-
casting
yeah.
a spell.
Damn. Okay, then I can't do that. At least not right now.
It's a toughie.
I will end my turn.
Alright.
Ooh.
Taking us to the Canelaw. It is going to try to claw out at the Shadow Tobias.
Mm.
Getting a 12 to hit. its tongue whipping around the room, lashes out towards Oblate.
There's a no.
As it kind of like whaps 13 to hit, just right next to your feet, as this thing is near useless. That is.
It's groggy, okay?
Yeah,
It just woke up.
it just woke up. There you go. Yeah, it's still
was
kind of
drugged.
Yeah.
From
the
sleeping
tongue is just flailing around all over the room. Probably knocks over a couple of scrolls as it goes from like over here to like just whipping all the way around. Just blah, blah, blah. Slobbering and growling. And in your head, Oblate, you would hear, "I see you." Taking us to the guard's turn. What is all this? Fuck. He will go over and try to club Shadow Tobias. Actually, before he does, he's going to... Yeah, he'll just club the Shadow Tobias, flanking it, getting behind it. No,
Oh.
Stop that. Getting a 20 something to hit,
That's a hit.
as it does more than 1 point of damage. And Shadow
No.
Tobias is out of there. It's like, the hell was that? What's going on here? Everybody, calm down. Stay put. Reinforcements are coming. Taking us to Aethel.
So okay, let's see here. How about this? So reinforcements are coming. I can't see them anymore, so I can't do that. I'm going to cast Silence. Figure out my 20-foot radius here. That would hit most everything, but not really trying to silence myself. To here. To where? What is?
Is it 20 foot? Or is it
Yeah,
40
it's
foot?
20 It's a 20-foot radius.
Oh.
So circle, right?
Yeah, probably. But we measure in squares, so it's way easier just to do square.
Oh,
20-foot radius sphere, centered on a point I choose within 120 feet of me. I want it to encompass this hall. At least some. Yeah, like that's probably good. Because sound can't go through it
Okay.
or be created in it. So anything that happens in here cannot be heard. But also anything that requires us to speak, to do magic, cannot be done.
Fair enough.
Mm.
And then if you're in it, you can't hear anything.
So you silence the hallway, essentially.
Yes. So I'll click it so that everybody knows what it does.
Mm-hmm.
That's my action. And
With everything in the air would get quiet for a moment as it noise once again happens as it erupts around that one area. Oblate's total silence where you're at.
Yeah.
Anything else for Aethel?
1, 2, 3. We're gonna run back this way. We're gonna have to fight this guy first.
Up to you.
Yeah, so I'll move to there. Or basically to the
Alright.
and then that'll be my turn.
That will take us to Louise.
What are you doing? We should get out of here. As I'm kind of just giving away my position. Is there a circle that's transparent?
I can just get rid of it, yeah.
Okay, that works. Before I go into the sphere, I'm going to cast Hold Person
Okay.
on the guard.
Big wisdom save.
Yes.
You got a big
And-
21
Oof.
Uh-oh.
as he
But I
resists
will-
it.
Beguiling Magic the dog
Okay.
to fear the dog.
Interesting.
Okay.
It has advantage. It got a 12. It is afraid of you.
So it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I go over here now?
All right. Running behind where Oblate might have gone. You're both invisible. Everything gets really quiet. You see the vault door
I am no
open.
longer invisible because I
Yeah,
cast
he
No.
cast
You
the
cast a
spell.
spell. But you don't see where Oblate is.
Correct.
As there would still
Yeah,
be
you
mirror
can-
images. How long does that last? 10 minutes?
Good question.
You guys like, I don't know if there's still mirror images.
There might
It's
not
a minute,
be.
so it's probably
So
gone.
it's definitely gone.
Yeah.
All right. Open that door. That will take us back to the top of the round with Dr. Jellybean.
Right. I'm going to cast blindness on the god.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull out my tablets, do like a scan of him,
Okay.
and then just like touch the eyes. X
Poke
button.
them out.
All right. As darkness starts to cover his eyes, he con save.
Oh.
He got a 13 on his con,
Yeah.
as he is
Blind.
blinded.
And I'm going.
What's going on here?
I'm gonna run towards the sphere.
All right. It's not like a visible sphere. It's like, I mean, unless it
Kinda.
is. I mean, I don't know.
I figure there's like
Like a shimmer.
a shimmering of some kind where
Okay.
you can tell that obviously there's magic there because it's
Okay.
supposed to be visible. Magic should be visible
Fair
in some
enough.
way. But like, it's very obvious that like something's happening if you're in there. And once you step in, you'll be like, oh yeah, I can't hear anything. What's going on?
All right.
Mhm. You just like yell what, but you can't even hear yourself yell
Yeah.
what.
Anything
You
else
hear
for Dr.
absolutely-
Jellybean? Action and
That'll be
movement. All right, taking us
Action
to
and movement.
Toby.
Tobias has the teapot in one hand and his Magician's Sunsaw in the other, and he goes dashing over here. And as he does, before he gets to the silence point, he releases a shadow
Okay.
at the Canaloth. As you see it, just jump behind him. And this one looks like a tea merchant.
Sure. Got the hat and everything.
Yeah, little hat and everything, and teapot in one hand, and the sword in the other.
All
Shadow
right.
teapot.
A 23 will hit it.
All right. I'm using that.
It will deal 14 points of damage. It's hacking into the back of this creature's backside.
And I swing
18
again at it.
will also hit. Burning more of those for 8 more points of damage.
And movement, action. Yeah, that'll be as far as I can go, as I realize I'm like, one ear I can hear out of, and the other one I'm like, huh.
That will take us to Oblate.
So Oblate's gonna look around and yell, and
Yeah.
then just run out.
Okay. As you
Even
attempt
funnier, can't even see you.
as you attempt to run out, the thing will try to tongue you,
On me.
getting a
Even
nat
worse.
20.
It's
At
afraid,
disadvantage.
right?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
thank you.
yeah. Wow. Double nat 20.
No, so it got a 20.
20 total.
Yep.
Okay.
That hit me.
As you do. Good thing. Thank you for speaking up, Hazel, because otherwise I wouldn't have forgot.
I was just going to double check what fear did,
Yeah,
because I was
yeah.
like, it's frightened, I don't
Disadvantage on
remember what it
attacks.
affects.
As Obla, you take 16 points of piercing damage and 6 acid damage,
Well,
1 second.
and you are grappled and restrained.
Oh wow.
All right, you said it was piercing damage, so I definitely want to use a reaction to deflect the attack.
All right, deflect as much as you can,
And it's
as you could pretty much get there. I think.
1d10 plus dexterity plus.
Should be like
Alright.
right as you're running through.
Oh wow.
Terrible. That's,
Okay,
Still
so
plus 10.
7 plus.
I think it's 9.
Oh,
That's
Dex-
11. 11.
Dex plus level.
yeah.
Yeah, so I get that down to 11,
So
or
you
take 11 off.
12.
So I take
12 total.
6.
Yeah.
a little better.
It still has a hold of you, as that is your movement.
No, and it was 22 total, because it was 16 and 6.
Right,
So
right. So
22,
you only,
and if you're taking 11, then
you only
that's
take
11.
11. Yeah.
Okay. And then
Gotta save that 1 HP just in case.
yeah. Let me see. What can I do?
You can use your action to try and get out of the grapple. But your movement is still 0 for the turn. Or well, I guess technically it wouldn't be if you end your... Pretty much you have to spend your action to try and get out of the grapple.
If you want to continue trying to move.
Yes.
Unless, wait, can I use my action to get out of the grapple and then bonus action, step of the wind,
Absolutely.
get out? Okay. What do I need to roll to get out of the grapple?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics it is.
With a 23, you slip out of this spiky tongue with ease. No sweat.
And then I will step of the wind to dash as a bonus action.
All right.
And am I at this point? I'm guessing I'm no longer invisible.
You would be... You'd still be
Sure.
invisible.
Okay, sweet.
As you leave the circle, you would hear yelling and footsteps from farther down the hall to the south.
Actually, he's not invisible because I believe blindness is concentration.
Hmm.
No, it's not.
Is blindness deafness not concentration
It's
anymore?
not concentration. No, that's why.
Yeah,
no,
nice.
that's why I cast it. Don't
Very
worry.
nice.
Never mind.
I paid attention to that.
But
Never
Obla, you don't
mind.
see anyone down the hall yet, but you do hear them.
Okay. I'm just going to wait over here by the water feature.
All right, that will take us to the Caneloth, who will once again try to smash Tobias's Time Ghost with its claw, getting a 15 to hit.
It's a miss.
Then it will only thing that's done damage to it. It'll bite Tobias's Time Ghost, getting a 21 to hit. As you see, just hear this loud thunderous boom as it clamps down onto Tobias's Time Ghost.
Well,
Does a bunch of damage.
I might be the only one that hears that.
Tobias, you half hear it.
Yeah.
Then it will kind of run up to Tobias. Or kind of trying to stop. It actually run up here. Chasing into the silence.
Isn't it feared from?
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
you
You're right.
could-
You're
you
right.
could
You're
go
right. You're right.
towards-
You're right.
yeah,
You're
move
right. You're
closer
right.
in.
You're right.
Sorry, I
You're right.
almost never fear anybody. So I
No,
don't
you're good.
recall
You're good.
everything.
So actually, that would have been a disadvantage too.
Yes.
Oh.
And then it makes a save at the end.
It's
of its turn.
still got it.
Okay.
So it won't move closer. It'll move down.
Yeah, I can move that way.
And then it will make a new save.
15 wisdom.
Got a 14. Still frightened.
Ooh.
Taking us to Gordon's guard. Hey, what's going on? He doesn't know where anyone is. He's gonna back up to a wall in the silence area.
And now he can't hear either.
Yep. he doesn't know what the hell's going on. That will take us to Aethel.
Run.
Grab sword
Okay.
and leave.
The ball's on the
As
side.
you grab the sword,
Yeah, what happens?
nothing happens.
Sick. I have a sword.
Uh,
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Action dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I know it's got a pretty good range, but I don't want to walk next to it if I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't walk out of his threatened area.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm not snapped to grid. Yeah, I'm not snapped to the grid. It's weird.
Get on the grid.
I don't know why I'm not on the grid.
You're off grid, man.
mhm.
I'm off grid.
Anything
Going
else
off
for
the grid.
Aethel?
Like a bonus section. I can't see him. I'm gonna heal myself.
Does it
before
require
I run in
verbal?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like before I run in there because it's my bonus section.
As you're
I can
running,
heal myself.
just give yourself a little pep talk.
Pretty much. Or I guess I could do that. Yeah, no, I'll just use a healing word before
I gotcha.
I walk in. I'll just use a little one. Ooh, 11's pretty good.
11's pretty good. Pretty good for just one word. Fair enough. That will take us to Louise in the silenced area of the hallway. Vault
As I'm
door
kind of-
open.
Moonwalking to the door, just doing this for everybody. And I'll be using my
Okay.
mantle of inspiration to get everybody to move further.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm taking it.
Oh yeah.
20.
You move your full speed.
Yeah.
30
As I
feet.
like jump over Louise.
Well, he's
Nope.
he's already past you. He's moving down the hall himself.
Yeah, I'm moving back too. So,
Yeah.
and I will. Yeah, I'm gonna disengage.
All right. As everyone can move your movement as a bonus action or as a reaction.
And then what's the temp HP given out?
Oh, right.
2
Mhm.
or 1d6.
1d8.
1d8 times
4
2.
points.
I still had 6 from the last time.
Well, so now you have 4 if you have unless you have 6.
You don't. Yeah, it's either one or the other.
Yeah,
So
Right.
just
I'll
keep
choose to keep 6.
fine.
That's wise.
That's
it.
math.
Oblate, you are in range too if you wanted to do anything.
You can just move, but yeah.
Climb
I'm just gonna
into
stay here
a,
because I don't know what we're doing, and I can't
Okay.
breathe in the water.
Fair enough. Anything else for Louise? That was just a
my
bonus.
movement. That was my bonus, and I disengaged from my action. That'll be everything.
All right. That'll take us to the top of the round. And
we
don't
can
like
step
to-
on this side.
yeah, don't like to do it in the middle of combat, but we'll take our little 5-10 minute break here and pick up here in a few. So stick around and we'll be back in a minute.
All right,
So-
sounds good.
Oh yeah.
We'll be right.
See you guys shortly.
All right, folks. Welcome back to our Magdalena Blues, Astral Avenue stuff. Last we left, trying to get out of this vault, and well, the door opened for them, but had, well, a guard and the guard Canoloth on the other side, and trying to make their way out. There is an area of silence in the center area, or the central doorway, and we're right back into combat here. So back in the thick of it, top of the round. Dr. Jellybean, what are you doing? You guys all made it out to this kind of foyer area where those of you out of this area of silence can hear noise of yelling and footsteps coming down the hall.
Well, I think we should close the door
After I get out,
I don't think Tobias is out yet.
after Tobias.
you don't
gets
hear
out,
that. You don't hear that.
right?
But we can see Tobias, not out of the room.
Correct.
1 minute. All right. Once he's out, we should close the door. And then, is our plan to get in this water here?
Nobody's looked in it yet.
I'm gonna look in the water.
All right, you want to use your action to investigate it?
Yeah.
Just study it,
give
if
me
you
an
will.
give me an investigation.
Mhm.
Give me a study action.
Mhm.
All right, with the 21. Down below, about 10 feet into the water, you do see a grate along the side of it. It has bars, and it's down in there. You do see where the water is flowing from, into. Hard to
Okay.
tell.
Okay.
Maybe both. Nah, the water seems to be flowing out of, like, next to where the frog's at. Frog statue.
Okay. I'll let them know. I'll show them. Down there, there's a grate.
Alright.
I guess
Anything
that'll
else
be
for
it.
Dr. John? Alright, taking us to Tobias.
Hey, wait, is anyone visibly hurt really bad? Doesn't look like it.
I think I'm the most. Well,
you
actually,
you and
probably-
Luis are about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty good now. That healing myself actually pretty good.
All right.
If we started the fight here, I would never
I
have
think
healed
we're okay to
myself.
save.
Okay.
Alright.
I am going to disengage,
Okay.
and as I get to here, do I kick the door shut real quick, or do we leave
It
it
is
open
an
and then run in?
action to shut the door, another action to lock the door. It is a
Ah.
heavy vault door.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay,
And then I'm just going to keep running towards the
Hear
water.
me
as I
out.
disengage. Go ahead.
let's say, do you still have action search?
Yes.
You
We
could
need
shut the door,
door.
and one of us could
Mhm.
take our action to lock the door. Like, I'm literally standing next to the door.
Yeah, but
I
or
could
do we
just
want
lock
to?
it.
I mean, the door needs to get shut, so
Mhm.
I can run up and lock the door after you.
That's true. I can action surge and do that, but won't the guards run into the vault?
Who cares? You're not gonna be in the
I do
vault.
have a plan to prevent guards from coming to us. Maybe.
Okay. In that
Okay.
case, I'll listen to them and I'll shut the door with my action surge.
All right.
Close the door, close
Give
the door,
me
close
an
the door.
athletics check.
You've got it. I believe in you.
Heavy door.
Heavy door.
He's so strong.
With a 21, with all of your halfling might, door slams shut.
And I'll
Anything-
finish my move.
All right.
Where's there? You got like 2
And-
more squares? Yeah.
Bonus action to create Shadow Ghost. I don't. Somewhere here.
Okay.
And that's it for my turn.
That will take us to Oblate.
I'm gonna run up to the door and just start spinning the cogs and
All right.
pulling levers and trying to lock the door.
Locking
the
this
vault
door it's the easiest door you've ever seen to lock. You just kind of, like you said, just start spinning those levers, and you hear a bunch of click,
Lock.
click, 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 click as it's heavily locked.
Good thing we don't have to prime the door. That'd have been awkward.
Mm.
Now, are we going into the water?
Actually,
Actually, I didn't lock the door.
interesting. So the door doesn't lock for some reason. You swear
After all
you
that
hear
clicking,
you hear the clicking, but then you hear it kind of unclicking.
That's fine. The door's heavy. You don't have to be good enough.
The door is heavy. You do know the creature is feared, and the dude is blind at the moment.
Why would it
And
be
definitely.
unclicking?
Magic. Because
We didn't do it the right way.
so
We don't know how to lock the door.
I will let everyone give me an Arcana check. I think Dr. Jellybean did hear a little bit about the Canoloth.
Yes.
That 3 definitely got it.
All right, so
Oh,
yeah,
totally.
I
I know
would.
everything.
Nobody knows.
I'll roll it, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be bad. But
nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Louise, you have heard, I'd say a little bit that Canoloths have a tendency to make blocks and teleportation act funny around them.
Mm.
Oh,
interesting.
Well, I'm glad that I did that.
Well, we need somebody up against that door while we work on the vent situation.
Me and Aethel. Let's brace.
Alright. Hold the door.
Hodor. Hold the door.
Mhm.
All right, so
Yeah.
Oblate and Aethel bracing. We're gonna go to some. We'll do this music better. We'll hop out of combat here as you guys are bracing the door. I need Oblate and Aethel to give me an athletics check. You hear voices and yelling coming from down the hall. You don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we want to do it separately, or can he just provide like advantage?
Separately. Because that 10 ain't it.
Well, we're going separately, it seems like.
Okay, that's fine. Because I have a better
Okay.
number, base number.
You are holding it firm. Start to hear. Actually, let me roll. Yes, you would then start to hear a little bit of pounding and scraping, as you can imagine. A toothy tongue is scraping against it, pushing.
We can only feel something hitting it.
Yeah, that's true.
It
'cause
still
you don't
cannot
hear
make
it.
sound in there.
That's true. That's true. You can kind of.
You can feel it
You can feel it.
because we're touching
You
it.
feel the
Like, it's just like-
vibrations.
but it won't actually make noise.
What are Dr. Jellybean, Tobias, and Louise doing in this moment?
I'm going to hand the teapot to Dr. Jellybean.
I'll hold it with my mage hand.
Snap.
Okay.
Pour it into the water and it can bust open the grate.
Oh my god, you're so smart.
Baby, you can
Wait.
do that?
Maybe I'm going to jump down into the water and
Okay.
swim towards the grate.
Okay. You jump
That
down,
was my
start
plan.
swimming.
I'll be casting Stinking Cloud at this conjunction.
Okay. As a cloud of noxious fumes arrives, as I type in noxious, not cloud,
Noxious.
because I was
Yeah, I'm
looking
gonna
for
ask
cloud.
Mr. T, I forget his real name. Mr. T, if he
Pantanimo.
wouldn't mind if I poured him
Yeah.
into this big pool, and if he
Yeah,
could help
right
us
there.
get out of here.
Yeah, Pantanimo Bay.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
they can't really see where the hull turns.
Yeah, yeah, and it's also like, as soon as they enter, they start coughing and gagging.
And then
Yeah,
with my
gross.
remaining, I'm going to dive into the water.
Okay. Yeah, we don't think about necessarily turn things. You can get in the water
Okay, yeah,
easily enough.
I just, as soon as I
Uh,
cast that, I'm diving in the water to check out.
Tobias
the
swimming
situation.
down, asking
Mhm.
Pantanimo if he's okay, or
Can I pull you in here? It's a big pool of water.
yeah, I
Do you need
don't
your help?
care. It's water. I like water. It's good alternative tea
Alright.
though. Hope you like tea.
That's fine.
I sure
yeah,
do.
I like. I'm
It's
gonna
hot.
dump. I'm gonna dump him.
Is
No,
it
not
hot?
too hot. Yeah. Cold tea.
Oh no, that doesn't work. As you start pouring him in, the water starts to instantly get hot. Tobias, I do need a Constitution save, and Louise, as it all quickly and rapidly turns this darker, like yellowish brown color. Jasmine tea.
Jasmine colored tea.
I don't know what color is jasmine colored tea. I don't know.
Golden.
Yeah,
Golden
yeah. I just didn't want to. I was trying to my best not to make it sound like piss. It's not pee. I promise.
Tobias
Somebody
peed the
in
pool.
As Louise, you take 6 points of
Wow.
fire damage. Tobias, you take 3.
Wow.
I'm immediately just like shooting right up out of the tea.
Does the like the penguin flop out onto the side?
Yep, the penguin flap, and I'm just like twitching, like,
Uh-oh. We got a problem. It can't be hot. We gotta go in there. Pantanamo.
Oh, I can't control it. That's just the way it goes. Everyone likes their tea hot. No one likes their tea cold.
You ever heard of iced tea?
Iced
That's
tea.
disgusting.
I can't make iced tea. I'm sorry. Add ice
Can
cubes.
I try to prestidigitate? Can I try to prestidigitate the water to cool it down?
It's too big of a space.
Damn it. Well, this is a huge mistake.
Can we
Get
get
back
him
in your
out?
Tobias, what are you doing?
I'm still trying to pull that grate.
Okay, give me an athletics check. It will be at disadvantage underwater.
And
Fair
because it's
enough.
hot.
Everything. You know what?
You know what?
I'm
I'll
gonna
make it.
use
I'll make
my-
it a straight roll because Pantanimo will help you. Why not?
Sure. Okay, straight roll. Here we go. Athletics.
7.
Uh,
We say that we knew we were doing some B&E, so we had some crowbars.
I will go ahead and use one of my
I'd say so.
Got a
Yeah, that's
fourth.
fine.
second wins to add a D10 to that.
Okay. Aim high.
Can he roll with advantage since he's using a crowbar?
I would say he only gets 1 advantage at the moment because Pantanimo's helping.
Okay.
Crowbar will come in handy later, maybe. With the
might be enough. but-
12 is not quite enough. As you're struggling underwater and just air bubbles going out as this hot liquid you're in continues to burn.
Hey, I've got a grappling hook and a rope. Do you want to? Can you connect the grappling hook and we can pull the grate off with the rope?
That would definitely help.
Okay.
Use
But
the-
I can't
use
tell you
the-
that.
Yeah, you just see bubbles coming up.
I'm gonna attach the grappling hook and then sort of just toss that towards the water with the rope, and hopefully Tobias grabs
All
it
right.
and knows what to do.
I will say there's this cog thing for locking the door that spins.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we can latch it, we can put it on the side where we can just spin the cog to actually
Okay.
To
tighten
help
the
it.
rope.
Ooh.
Simple machines.
Simple machines.
Yep.
That's all I understand.
I will
Simple
say if you do
machines.
that, I will lower the DC by 5. I do need an athletics check from Oblate and Aethel, though, while this is happening.
Yeah, fair enough. Coming up.
Louise and Dr. Jellybean doing anything to help this endeavor while this is happening?
Nice.
I'm just kind of watching Oblate down, or not Oblate, Tobias down there, because I don't want to get burned again. But if it fails, I'm gonna jump in the water.
Okay.
I am. What am I doing?
Taking notes.
Yeah, I'm just watching this go down and be like, huh, hot water.
All right. Tobias, I do need another Constitution save.
Yep.
You got this. I believe in you.
And then another athletics check.
You don't got that part. I actually
Hold on.
need to.
Hold
never
on.
mind.
Automatically reroll. 11.
You take 5 points of fire damage.
Not even that bad.
Not that bad
Okay.
when you have almost 60 hit points.
Exactly.
But now
is
an
bad.
athletics check, straight roll, but the DC is lower.
There we
A
go.
16. Prying some of these, like tying it around the bars, and you guys tying it, or hooking it to the bars, you guys tying it to the cog as you're turning, keeping it straight, or keeping the door shut. A couple of these bars do break free. And you see a tunnel going up. And you're in hot water.
We are in hot water.
What are you guys doing?
I swim to the surface. We can go out now. It's hot.
Can we get
Yeah.
Mr. T in the pot?
Mr. T.
Hey, Mr. T, can you get back in your teapot, please?
I fit whatever I go in.
Can you get back in here? So if I put you in the teapot, will you just all go in the teapot?
He's free now. Give me a persuasion check.
Please, but it's too hot for my friends.
We could just run. You could leave.
With the
Please.
10. Yeah, okay. Seems begrudging, and he does it. He'll, like, little bubble of tea floats over to the teapot. The water remains hot, though. And hot tea.
Yeah, but it's probably not getting preheated.
Well, at least
constantly.
everything won't be hot
Right.
as soon as we get past detection, right?
So just give it like
Yeah,
5-10
just gotta-
minutes, and it'll be perfect drinking temperature.
We're just
Right.
gonna plug
Sure.
up the teapot if we're taking it with us.
Yeah, put a cork in there or something.
It's got a lid.
What about the
But it's
spout?
got the spout. It's open.
Yeah, but it takes a while to
I'm
get all
gonna-
that, you know.
I'm gonna
Alright.
hop back in the water. Is the
It is
the
still
opening
hot.
big enough to get Oblate to?
Yeah, I would say that the grate's big enough for all you guys to squeeze.
Okay.
I think I'm the biggest person here, so
How long can we hold our breath?
number runs.
Take
10
6
plus
points of
con
damage.
Really
mod.
max for me.
I know.
Oh.
That'll be the damage for everyone.
I believe it's 10 plus our con mods rounds.
Yep.
Or something like that. It's like a little
Yeah,
bit more
you,
than
you can hold it for a good bit. Or no, it's
then
1
we have to
minute
start-
1 minute plus your con mod.
Sure, it's
It
10
takes
rounds.
minutes. Yeah.
And it's 10 rounds plus con
Yeah.
mod.
Alright.
And then we have to make saves after that. And then if you fail that save, you're
Yeah.
immediately dying.
We'll find out. We will find out. So, what are you guys doing? Louise hopped
Get
in the water.
Yep, let's go.
And we'll need a
I'm getting in the
Constitution
water.
saving throw from everyone and I'm going to say an acrobatics from Oblate and Aethel.
Sure, acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not great at those, but that's fine. Acrobatics first.
Oh.
Number one, amazing.
Did
I'm-
fantastic.
Very
I'm
nice.
so cool.
Yeah, right?
I'm not wearing armor, so like I'm suddenly graceful.
That's right.
Whoop. Oh, I'm drowning. I'm drowning and I'm dying.
No, I don't need. Just the athletics was Oblate or acrobatics was Oblate and
And then
Okay.
a con save.
con save was from everyone though.
All right.
As Dr. Jellybean, you take 6 points of fire damage.
Ah,
Oblate takes
too
6
hot.
points of fire damage. And Aethel and Tobias take 3 more points of fire damage. As the grate is open, you do see what looks to be some drainage down there. It's not quite as deep.
So like we're able to get out. at
So
some
that's
point?
what the acrobatics was for, was to see if you got out before the Canoloth sees where you went and went
Sure.
after you. As you all start
Perfect.
to go down this grate, use your
And
imagination.
get the fork out of here.
Is there
Kind of,
any air in here?
there is air. It's literally just like a small stream going through like an outpour as you're heading out of there. Oh. And as you're going down this tunnel, hearing some noises behind you, but unsure of what's actually transpiring. You guys are rushing with the fork, a teapot, and a
sword. Instead of the bone I wanted.
Instead of the bone you wanted. But you head down this little tunnel, this kind of like not quite a service entrance, but it seems like it is like has this deep blue water flowing through it that kind of radiates light every now and then, and it's just this kind of stream, clean flowing through it. You get to about maybe 2 or 3 minutes down the way, and there looks to be a series of fan-like things that have this arcane energy kind of swirling in the middle. There's like crystals embedded in them, similar to crystals that you've seen down below the toes. This kind of fan swirling pretty fast. Seems to be kind of like chopping up the water.
Energy crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the toe that they were harvesting.
Oh, I know. I imagine it's kind of dark down here, actually, so I'll cast light so that we can see.
Yeah,
yeah. Light on me too.
Yeah, there's occasionally like light coming from the water as well, but not great lighting. I would say these would be kind of like little arcane conduits that are powering these fans. They seem to be kind of like, and you would see other like smaller tubes entering into this. It's like a sewer, but it's not like sewage water. It's not nasty yet.
Can I try to, as we're going past, I don't want to spend 10 minutes looking at these things, but I just want to try to see, like, get a closer look at these, like, crystals and how all of this is kind of working.
You can give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
A quick study.
Yeah, just a quick study. Just a quick look.
With an 18, it seems like they are kind of produce magic, but they also can be powered by magic, so they can be like overcharged with magic, but they can also be producers of magic.
I see. Okay.
Like for low energy things, they can keep going for a while.
Interesting.
How many fans do you say there were?
Let's say 4.
4.
And rapid succession.
And we need to go through these fans.
And it is blocking your way.
Okay.
And again, if you want to do any
I'm gonna
flashback things, you can.
I feel like can I Thunderwave the first one?
You absolutely can.
Does it seem to be going pretty quick then?
They do seem to be going pretty quick.
Okay.
Roll me some damage on that Thunderwave.
7.
With a 7. It does kind of crack a little bit, and like some of the fan blades bend a little bit, but it's still, now it just like is making more noise as it's chopping through the water.
Thought Thunderwave would give us enough force.
What if we wedge something in there to make the blades stop moving?
What do we have?
Our bodies.
Or if you want, like I said,
The sword.
if you want to do flashbacks, you
The
can.
sword.
Who would we flash back to? Do you guys think
Make up
Quintus would
someone.
have told us anything?
Make up someone. I don't care.
Oh, we can make something up.
Yeah, this is all
Make
like
up a
whatever.
person.
I don't care.
We used the store person before.
Yeah,
we've
just
already used
it.
just don't use anything you've already used.
Right.
Again, bomb. Just throwing that out there.
This really wants us to blow something up.
No, that's
Yeah,
just an
that
example.
way.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's
I
coming
feel
up
like
twice.
Sherry at the steam room would know a lot about fans.
Sherry Knepsey.
Yeah, she seemed like a big metal fan.
Big fan of fans.
Mm-hmm.
How would I do this?
Only
first?
fans.
On the fans.
Yeah. Okay. Flashback to me talking to Sherry about the arcane energy we've seen. What she knows about it. Seems like
You're-
everything's powered by this weird arcane.
Oh yeah. Give me a persuasion check. See, that's the thing about these talking things. It's going to be persuasion.
Right.
Talk to people. Gotta talk with. So terrible.
With the 16. Because it's kind of like it just helps something to set the DC for what she would know. Like, or if you wanted to, like, hey, maybe you have already investigated these. Like down to the toe or whatever, heard about them. But she'd be like, yeah, I've seen them here and there. That's what's powering most of the lights in the place, as well as, well, you know, a little bit of this and that around here. They people can recharge them. They're actually quite a hot commodity around here. You can buy some if you want, but they're pretty pricey. But if they're overcharged too much, they do tend to explode. Or you can recharge arcane objects with them, wands and the like.
Okay. Thanks, Sherry. Hey guys, I was talking to Sherry the other day, and so these are like arcane energy sources, but they can be depleted and recharged, and if they get too charged, they blow up. Does this one, I'm looking at the crystal, like, does it look like there's a way I can remove the crystal out of the fan?
Give me an investigation check.
So do what we hear is blub 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 blub.
No, you guys aren't
We're not in the
underwater.
water,
It's
we're like-
it's like a small stream. You can easily walk over. It's like maybe a foot or two deep. With
That's
a
not a
12, it is not a pass.
I'm going to go ahead and use my last second wind.
Alright,
That-
turning
that's
into a
just
20. Yeah, looking in this contraption, you can see that if you fiddle with it the right way, you can kind of unclick the gem. It seems to be a very precarious thing, as it is attached to several arcane conduit like central things. Magic
Okay,
doohickeys.
I got this. I'm going to attempt to pull out the magic gem.
Give me a sleight of hand. It's almost a 2. But with a 23, you kind of click, and it kind of scrapes a little bit for a second, and it kind of, you see that little spark as it is released from this fan, and that one fan does power down.
Awesome. 3
Yep.
more to go.
3 more to go.
I'll put that in my bag. All right. Okay, I got this.
And actually,
We're gonna do
the
this.
one arcane conduit actually powered 2 fans. So you actually you would see the fan behind it power down as well, and then you would have 2 more fans going.
All right, just got to do one more.
I would
guys.
say the arcane conduit would be on the other side of these fans.
On the other side.
Can't do the same.
No problem.
Can't do the same thing twice.
No problem. I'll create an echo on the other side,
Okay.
and I'll use one of my echo swaps.
Want your
Hey,
leave.
take my wand. You could probably sap some magic from it.
echo. Does it make dexterity saves? Or strength saves? Strength save. Does it make strength saves?
Yeah.
Or does it
no.
automatically
Yeah.
fail?
It can if it wants to.
It's an object.
Yeah, so
It's an object that
Ooh.
does creature stuff, though.
That's too much stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a strength save for your echo.
okay.
Your echo's fine as it holds there. You can see something seems to be pulling it back towards the fan, but it holds firm into the water.
Okay. And we're doing this again, guys. I got this.
Yeah, it
As
just says
you-
if it has to make a save, it uses his.
Okay.
I'll give him some bardic.
As Tobias, I will need a strength save from yourself as you swap places with it.
Ooh.
You're on the wrong side of the wind.
I did give you bardic
Mhm.
if you want to use it.
I would like to use it.
That's a D8.
It's pretty
You got
good.
it.
All right. You definitely feel it pulling you closer towards the fan as you apparate there.
Whoa! And I'll quickly try to lock it out like I did.
Sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Ooh,
That's what you get for doing the same thing
Gross.
twice.
that's fair. I deserve that.
I deserve this. Still pretty good.
Still pretty good with a 21. It arcs,
Wow.
and this one doesn't seem to have as much energy in it as it seems to have been using more. But it kind of this dull colored gem as you pull it out, and the fans stop.
I'll toss that one.
Onward. Great job.
Thanks, guys.
We did it.
Nice work, Tobias. Nice work.
All right.
It's a team effort, really.
Mm.
As you guys keep continuing on, the entrance, which is kind of what you expected based on the map that you purchased with the money, the exit/entrance is what looks to be an area where several of these go to a central artery of the ankle. You come to a space where there's a central column of empty space where water is just flowing down into them from several of these other outlets, as it's a massive near empty space, like just column of air as water's just pouring down to a darkened, well, dimly lit area below, far below. It also goes up.
Mm.
But the water goes down.
Water does go down. It's like a small little waterfall that's like a little spout going out.
Little spot.
Cannonball.
Do we know if there's like a good pool of water below us though, if it goes far down?
There might be.
We should.
Does the map say anything? Or did we only get a map of the curator room?
Basically the area.
Yeah, you got the curator room, essentially the architect map of this area.
Okay. All right.
Do we want to risk it, or do we want to say that knowing we're going at a high place, we need to secure a roll of Featherfall?
I have a question. This is a DM question, not a.
Mhm.
If I were to cast Water Walk, would we be able to climb down the waterfall like it was like a ladder or stairs? More like a ladder. Is probably falling.
I don't hate
Or
it.
use that to try and stop that.
Why not? Yeah. I'd say you can certainly try it. I'll give you I'll let you able to roll a climb check.
Sure. There you go.
Before we do that, can I cast light on like a copper coin and just chuck it down?
Yeah. As
The
you
coins. Find a rock.
chuck it down.
Rock something, whatever.
Yeah. There's actually, this area is pretty clean. But dropping a scrap or something down this space that's we'll say like 20-foot radius column going up and down. Can't really see the ceiling, but as you drop the coin or what have you, looks like it goes down a couple 100 feet. Can't hear what noise it makes as there's a lot of water rushing around the area. However, I would say your best guess is it would go to the inner foot, which is not too far from where the brogue dwell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Little Alfie.
Do we want to do this water walking, or do we want Featherfall?
Well, how far up? I mean, what's above us? You said that there's different outlets dropping water in.
You would see
Is
other
there anything
outlets
above it?
dropping water in. I would give me a perception check. 16. Say like maybe 40 or so feet up, you would see a service ladder that has been broken off at the bottom from misuse and neglect.
See.
You still have that grappling hook,
I do.
so that's an option.
Looks rusty.
I mean, I do not have 40-foot of rope.
I do.
Huh?
I'll toss you
The ladder is rusty. Do we want to try this
I-
water walking thing, or do we want to?
Well, can we
Say-
water walk and climb up the waterfalls?
Up would take you
And
higher up the
then?
ankle.
Right,
Yeah,
we
I'm
don't
assuming
wanna
the
go
surface
after-
ladder. I mean, surface ladder is going to take us out up the ankle
Mhm.
where people want to kill us.
I think we want to go down to
Yeah, we want to go.
anyway, because we want to basically show up and be like, "Hey, we have a thing for little Alfie," and then
Okay.
deal with the
Yeah, I
consequences of
say we
whatever
go
happens.
down.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess down. Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Water
I
walking
like you.
option.
Water walking, or are you
Or
doing the feather
fly.
fall?
Featherfall.
Feather
I
fall.
mean, water walking lasts for a whole hour, so we have like a workaround of it. And if we fall, we can still feather fall, right?
That's true. Maybe.
That's
Then-
true.
Unless you're
Maybe.
unconscious.
Could be.
Dun, dun,
Yeah, I'm gonna,
dun.
I'm gonna go with let's use feather fall.
All right. So
Feather fall the whole way.
what would the cost of a feather fall scroll take us?
Oh, okay. So kind of we'll do a little flashback to Louise talking with some of the service workers of the water in the veins of the foot. Talking about how, like, I'd say just like getting some drinks after your mostly successful date with Enos.
Where you tried to steal her.
Where you tried to steal
clothes.
her clothes, and you're
Oh,
You're just kinda-
mostly successful.
yeah, mostly successful. But you're kind of chatting with a couple of the water workers, we'll call them, as they're like, yeah, a couple of guys fell down there, never got seen from again. Might be a good idea. I mean, if you got any water working, we got well stocked of people, ropes, or if you're inclined to magic, got a good little stock of some scrollage. I'll give it to you for. Actually, give me a persuasion check first.
Okay.
Ooh.
24.
Give it to you for 70 gold. You seem like a good guy.
Done.
Definitely not doing anything untoward down there, so.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah.
Why would I even dream of doing something like that?
These drinks are. Well, thanks for the round, man. We really appreciate it. Getting off of work and these. Water down there, well, you stick too long and it does something to you, you know?
Oh, of course. Enjoy your Everclear, my friends.
They raise their glasses, and we flash forward to Louise pulling out a scroll of Featherfall.
All right.
So, how's this work? Do we jump and then you use it, or
We use it and then jump.
actually, I think we have to jump first because I think the reaction is somebody falling.
Well, let's
Yeah.
jump and find out halfway through.
you're right? All at the same time, hold hands type thing.
After
Sure.
you, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it first. I've got slow fall as a backup.
All right. So I guess we're all jumping together.
All
Yeah,
right.
we need to jump together though.
As you kind of ready your jump, I would say, Blake, you would hear splashing in the darkness behind you guys, almost like someone's creeping up. But as you all jump, unsure of what was behind you, well, you can probably guess. Jumping down this tube, of water kind of spilling out. Kind of a cool sight to see from the center, all of these spouts spilling into this one central tube. As you cast the feather fall, has this little bit of, like, say it's not your scroll. Let's say as you cast it, a little bit of feathers, like little, what are those? Down feathers, kind of fluff all over you guys as kind of this white light sticks to you for a moment as you feel yourself drifting down. A little bit of spray of water spray from these different spouts. But you would safely land in a large pool of water that has this great glow to it. And as you're kind of make that soft splash into it, you would see something. You'd see a large...
tongue.
Right. No. You would see a large serpentine creature, about 60 feet long, swimming through this. As it's kind of looks like it's heading directly toward you. You can see a large fin on its back as it's darting right towards you.
I think
And-
that seems friendly.
And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh.
Louise is
As
doing like this in the air, like.
No,
as
no,
right as
get
you
out of the water.
land, you turn back, see this giant serpent creature. Almost looks like a worm of some sort.
I should have
Is-
just cast water walking. We would have landed standing on top of the water.
Wouldn't it crushed us? It'd been like landing on
Well,
something solid.
with feather
Oh,
No,
fall,
with
with
feather
feather fall
yeah.
combined. Well, Louise can swim at least.
Yeah,
But
I can. Can you just
I
like
mean, I
water
can
walk and
build
just
a-
be like, eh?
I can just cast water walking and it would put us on the surface.
But
That's what it does.
either way, yeah, you can do that when we get there next time.
Yeah, when we
But
get
yeah,
there.
we'll pick up there next week. So stick around, folks, and thanks for watching. And we'll see you next week.
Woo,
Bye,
bye,
bye.
everybody.
Night, internet.
Bye.